Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And obviously, this is your match preview of Chelsea versus West Ham tomorrow at Stamford Bridge at 2 p.m. And also, this is just a quick, update on the recent Chelsea news because obviously there's certain one you've seen in the title already. You know, it's big, and we got to talk about it before we get into the preview. So, Rudiger. Before we start, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and yeah, let's get on with this. So obviously the first piece of news that we have to talk about is Antonio Rudiger, and it looks like he is going to be leaving Chelsea on a free this summer. His likely destination is looking like Real Madrid. It looks like a deal has been agreed in place, and Rudiger's it's been reported that he's waited long enough. He's been respectful to Chelsea. He's wanting to wait for the new owners to come in, but at this point he can't wait no longer than 2 months, because if he does, then his contract will expire. So what he's done is he's decided to think about his future and decide to, agree a deal in place with Real Madrid. And when I found this out last night, and then obviously I woke up this morning and we found out even more news about it. I'm not gonna lie, I was upset, man. I still am. Sort of nearly heartbroken, because this is a guy that I've said it many times on this channel. I've supported him since day one. He's a player that through thick and thin, I've always said he's a good defender, man. He's really, really good, and he can be world class on his day. And the fact that he's shown that he is a world class defender for the last 18 months, it's just annoying that the club have allowed him to get down to a year left on his contract. Now, at the time, you can understand the context. He was going to leave anyway. Under Lampard, he wasn't favoured. But come on, like, there's no excuses, in my opinion, to have not done everything in your power not to have signed him up. Now, yes, I have seen the rumour, or shall I say the report from Simon Johnson, from Matt Law, that he was offered a contract of over £200,000 a week, and he rejected it. Apparently the number was £230,000 a week, and now for that reason, people are calling him a snake. That's just absolutely pathetic. That's very stupid. Please do not call him a snake. A real snake is actually Courtois. You can't put Rudiger on the level of that. Or even Christensen, in which I've seen people call him a snake as well. And with this 230k a week that he rejected, I don't think he rejected that, okay? Because the maths ain't mathing. All year we've known that Rudiger's wanted somewhere between 200k to about 225k, 230k, okay? Because in recent months it was reported that he had upped his wage demands, of course. So it looks like he always wanted around 200k to 225k as his basic wage. Okay, that's his base as a wage. Okay, I think the problem was, the reason why he rejected the contract offer is because the signing on fee wasn't as high and the clauses weren't as high. From what I'm hearing, he's going to be earning even less at Real Madrid in terms of a basic wage. But the package as a whole is pretty big, because his sign-on fee and the clauses in his contract, like if they win the Champions League, if he makes a certain amount of appearances, he gets this much money. That has played a factor into why he is going there and why he's not staying here. It's the sign-on fees, the clauses. It's nothing to do with the wage. The wage, Chelsea got exactly what he wanted in terms of the wage. But for Chelsea, he was asking too much in terms of sign-on fee and clauses in his contract. People have to understand that, when a contract offer is made, it's not just the wage that's offered. There's so many clauses, there's a few clauses and triggers that if they're made, Chelsea have to pay him this much money. And at the end of the day, for me, Marina bottled it. Yeah, she took the piss when she offered him £140,000 a week, and then I'm seeing people telling me, oh, it's not worth giving him 230k a week. He's nearly 30. Excuse me? Isn't Lukaku going to be 30 within the next 18 months? And how much is he on? He's on over 300 grand a week. When he signed for us, I saw nobody complaining about how much money he was on, considering the fact that he was going to be here up until his 30s if things had worked out. Now it looks like it's going to be tough to let go this summer, depending if he's stingy on his wages. But I didn't see people complain about that. Oh, I'm not seeing people complain about Timo Werner. Timo Werner's on 270 grand a week. People don't talk about that enough up until recent times, but people haven't been talking about that enough. 9 Premier League goals. 9 Premier League goals. He's on 270 grand a week. Ruben, 150. Callum Hudson-Odoi, 120. Kepa, 155. He's a second choice goalkeeper. Ben Chilwell, this is the one that gets me the most because it's funny how Simon Johnson a few months ago said on Alex Goldberg's Byline podcast that Jose Mourinho values attackers higher than defenders. It's funny that because for Ben Chilwell's first ever contract at Chelsea, the guy got £190,000 a week. Rudiger is literally one of, if not our best player, if not our most important fucking player. So if the guy wants a big signing on fee and he wants those clauses, fucking give it to him. Give it to him, for God's sake. Okay? He is one of Tuchel's most important players. He's played the most games for us. He's played over 500 minutes more than any other player this season. Give him the money. I don't care if he's turning 30 next year. I couldn't care less. Tuchel wants him to stay. Tuchel sees him as a key member of the squad, not just on the field, but off the field because he is a leader. Bro, everybody loves him at the club. This is why I get the ump with this fan base. Another fan base is like, oh yeah, let him go anyway. He's a back five merchant. Oh, he's this and that. People say, oh, Christensen was better than him anyway. Oh, he's not that good anyway. He's going to fail at Real Madrid. True colours of this fan base is in the mud. And on top of that, the replacements I'm hearing for this guy. People are saying Cole should come back into the team next season. Bloody hell. You know what? I'm going to stop right there and not rant for any longer. For me, the club bottled it. Marina bottled it. Get her out, bro. I hope she leaves in it. I am going to talk about this Rudiger situation a lot more in a detailed video because I don't have time. So, yeah, let's just get into the preview. Obviously, we have West Ham tomorrow. They're missing a few of their players. They're missing Issa Diop. They're missing Kurt Zouma. They're missing Obona. So, it looks like Declan Rice is going to have to play at centre-back tomorrow alongside Craig Dawson, meaning they lose that. They lose sort of Declan Rice's influence and importance in midfield. So, yeah, actually, give me a second. The lighting's a bit, yeah. All right, there we go. Like I was saying beforehand, obviously Declan Rice normally plays in midfield, so they're gonna sort of lose his qualities, his energy for tomorrow, as he'll have to play at centre back because right now they're in the sort of centre back crisis. Apparently, like I said, 3 of their centre backs will not be available for tomorrow. West Ham, obviously, they're still fighting for a top 4 place. They're in the Europa League semi-final, so they will sort of think about what lineup to play. You don't know whether they'll go strong, whether they'll go a bit weak and rotate a bit. So we'll see how seriously they do take the Europa League, which I think they will take seriously because I think out of them, United, who obviously lost today, Spurs and Arsenal, it looks like they're probably the least favourites to make top 4. So, yeah, it looks like they will take that Europa League seriously. And there's a very good chance they could win it. If they do win it, they'll be in Champions League football next season. That'll be huge. So, yeah, West Ham will be a threat tomorrow. Obviously, one of their biggest, best players this season have been Gerard Bowen. You saw Saka Don Alonso the other night. I expect the same thing with Gerard Bowen. I mean, he's just been as good as Saka this season in terms of like, you know, just his skill set and his productivity in front of goal. You know, the amount of goals and assists he's got has gone very, very under the radar. So we got to look out for him tomorrow. Mikel Antonio, big, strong defender. Hopefully, you know, he doesn't cause too much trouble to our defense like he did in the second half of the last game. And it's funny, in the last game, you know, we only lost that game because of individual mistakes from Jorginho, from Mendy especially as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes tomorrow. I am personally worried. I am quite worried, I can't lie, because our home record isn't great. We're 8th in the league for home form this season, and we're 2nd in the league for away form this season. So it's a bit poor, man. And if we don't win this game tomorrow, for me, we'll be dragged into a top 4 race because Arsenal won today. They're 2 points behind us. Yes, we have 2 games in hand. You know, and I think our games in hand are Man United. No, not Man United. It's Leicester and Leeds, and those will be tough games, of course. So yeah, Spurs, if they do win today, right now it's 0-0 at halftime as I'm recording right now. If they win today, they'll be 2 points behind us as well. So we gotta look out, man. We can't drag ourselves into this race. So we gotta win tomorrow. Gotta get the job done. Gotta start fast, quick. Take advantage of the fact that Declan Rice will not play midfield most likely tomorrow. And yeah, we just got to get the job done and hopefully have a good performance tomorrow. In terms of a lineup prediction, obviously, look, I'm going Mendy in goal. Obviously, Kovacic and Rudiger are not available. I'm going with a back 3 of Trevor Chalobah, left centre-back, Thiago Silva, centre-back, and Azpilicueta, the right centre-back, Reece James as the right wing-back, Alonso as the left wing-back, Jorginho in the midfield alongside Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and then I'd play a front 3 of sort of Mason Mount, Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Sort of like in second half against Palace, it's like a three. It's like a 3-5-2 in a way, but Jorginho will play like as a lone six, and then we can have Ruben and Mason operate as eights, and offer themselves going forward, so we can overload their midfield and create just create solutions in wide areas in the middle. Just overload them and overrun them and make them be confused and who do they mark and stuff like this, and hopefully tactically Tuchel can just get it right. I feel like the way Jorginho, Ruben, and Mason was used against Palace could be used again against West Ham, and that could be key for us. I don't know why he didn't do that against Arsenal, but it is what it is. Obviously, Timo Werner is in good form. He's got to stay in the team. He's been scoring goals recently as well. Kai Havertz has got to get back in the team as well. Lukaku hasn't been great. In terms of the back line, Malang Sarr just cannot play. He just cannot play. He's absolutely god awful. Trevor Chalobah's played left centre back before, maybe not for Chelsea yet, but he has at Lorient and other clubs as well. So for me, he should play. Reece James needs to play right wing back. We need that attacking threat, man. He's one of our biggest threats going forward when we try to create chances and score goals. And hopefully Alonso can try to provide the same thing. Hopefully Ruben can be that powerhouse, use his driving runs, link up the play, Mason Mount creating chances, stuff like that. And yeah, that would be the team I would go with. Tell me yours down below. And it's going to be interesting. The fact that they're not going to have Declan Rice for tomorrow in midfield, and likely at centre back, from what I've heard anyway, things could change. I think will be a key reason as to why we win the game. Control the midfield. Please help out Alonso if whoever's on that side defensively, because Jarrod Bowen could have a field day. And yeah, credit to West Ham though. They're having a good season, man. They sit, I think, sixth in the table, 52 points, something like that, or seventh. I'm not quite sure. Europa League semi-final. I think they'll take that more seriously than the game. So you could see them rotate in areas tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see how the game goes tomorrow. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications. Tell me your score prediction down below. I'm going with a 2-1 Chelsea win. I think the fact that they're missing three centre backs and Declan Rice could play at centre back tomorrow could be key. If they had Kurt Zuma and Issa with Craig Dawson at the back and Declan Rice in midfield, it would have been a different conversation in my opinion. But the fact that they've lost one of, if not their best player, and they have to move him from midfield to centre back could be key for us tomorrow. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the Rudiger contract situation and him going off to Real Madrid on a free. And yeah, tell me all that good stuff down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the play ratings and the match review. So yeah, guys, have a nice one. Peace.